International Phonetic Alphabet. Okay. And it was basically devised by International Phonetic Association in late 19th century. What exactly this chart does? This chart in fact helps us to generalize different sounds as they occur in language. With the help of this chart, you can study languages of the world, different languages of the world. Yes, there are variations, but mostly many of the sounds can be covered with these symbols. And just let me check one more thing before we go ahead. Let me Google it for everybody. Yes, Roman symbols. You will see here some symbols which are Roman. Okay. Now, what exactly this chart does? It helps us understand and not understand. It helps us pronounce different words, and it helps us to dissect each word into phonemes. Now, what is a phoneme? Phoneme is the minimum sound you can produce in uh, there is a minimum sound. If you divide one word into its minimum sounds, one of the sound which you utter, that will be uh, one phoneme. And if there are three sounds, that will be then three phonemes. Okay. Let me let me give you one example or two examples before we go ahead. It will make sense and it will make the chart easy for you. For example, see it. We have here one word, and the word is what about this one? Word is cat. C A, and then you have T. Okay, and this is cat. Now, if you divide it phoneme wise, it has three phonemes. Okay, this is phoneme one, this is phoneme two, and then this is phoneme three. Here are three phonemes. Okay, let us label them as three. This is one, this is two, and this is three. Now here you understand when you take this first letter which you call C here, and what exactly you do when you pronounce it, it's not C as you pronounce it. It's slightly different. What's it? It gives the sound of K. Okay. And then you enclose it in slanting bars, and the sound is pronounced. Let me make it stand out. The sound is pronounced k, as the word is cat. If you take the second sound, this one here, another sound, that that is that is a sound which you will find in the dictionary, something like that, something like that. Okay, maybe more cleaner or better written, but something like that. Okay, and this sound you pronounce t. That's the second sound. Okay. Let me increase the screen area. And then the third one, this one. Okay. Let us draw another straight line as straight as I can. And you will find in the dictionary a symbol like that. Okay. And that's the third thing you will find. And this is the third phoneme, which is something like a. Now I'll separately pronounce these words, and it goes like that: k, a, t. But when you add these three phonemes, that becomes one word which makes sense, and that is cat. And cat is an animal. I can't draw it, but I'm sure. Let me close the door. My parrot is making a lot of noise today. Okay, back. Now if I again go to see the structure of these words, you will see that this t has another characteristic, and then we can write it with green. This t, this t is a consonant, which I will write with C. And consonant sounds are those sounds which you pronounce with certain obstruction in your mouth. Means first there is air is stopped, and then you release the air and the sound is produced. And if you go to this sound, this one is another consonant sound. Okay. And what about this one? If you take this sound, okay, it's a vowel sound, vowel. And if you see the underlying structure of this word, the underlying structure, let me type it. It won't look very good and it will take a lot of your time. Underlying structure. Underlying structure of the word, it will go something like that. The structure will be equal to, I'm sure you are with me and nobody's sleeping. Is it
Yes,
so?
sir.
Okay, are
Yes, sir.
you understanding the concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Easy for
Yes,
you?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
fine. Now let us write the underlying structure when you say one word cat. It is consonant, then a vowel, then a consonant again. Okay. So that will be the underlying structure. And what exactly IPA does for you? IPA helps you figure out each and every sound separately and work with it and identify it. Maybe tomorrow you go to Spain and for certain courses you need to learn Spanish. Now it will be very difficult to grasp Spanish. You will try to find some equalizer. You will try to find some standard sound system which can help you how to how to say things, how to pronounce Spanish alphabets in in your language or in English, and then IPA will help you do that job in a wonderful way. Okay. Now remember that there are two things to remember. One thing is that when C is there, it represents consonants, and when V is there, that represents a vowel sound. Okay. And one more extra information which I'll like to give you, that no single consonant in English makes any word. No consonant makes a word. Let me write it for you. Here, I can write a note for you. No, no consonant. No, let me refine it. No soul. Soul mean all alone. Soul consonant can make a word in English, but a vowel. But a vowel means but a vowel can make a word. For instance, I'm going to give you the example of vowels as words. Okay, see then we have the first word. Okay. First word is here, and that is I. And then you have second word, a. Okay, a pen. So a is a word, and a is a single vowel. Okay, but I think there is no vowel sound which stands as a word. Okay, somebody send me a text. Yes, let me check it. Who is there? Two messages. Yes. Okay, Tosif, let me um, clarify the concept of sky, fry, and try. Okay. Let's go back to paint. Tosif says here, let us take another color. And Tosif is of the view that when you write try or fry, for example, try, and then you take fry. I'll only elaborate two examples. Why? Because the pattern is same. Try and fry. So you what exactly you do? You have same. You have all alphabets. Okay. Let me dissect this thing, which seems very uh, important to me at least, to write it and to elaborate it. For example, I take try. Okay, it is something like, first of all comes a t, then comes r, and then comes I. Okay. Now when I dissect it in a pattern, I have here a consonant, of course, he's right. And then I have another consonant, he is again right. Okay. And then I have here a vowel sound. Okay. This one is a vowel sound. And what is that vowel sound? If you see the dictionary, if you consult dictionary, This vowel sound here, it is written something like this, okay, in dictionaries. And somewhere maybe you find it something like this symbol. Okay, this is something you have not yet done, you have not yet covered, and therefore, yes, but I appreciate your curiosity, that you are curious to discuss things. Now here you see you have two consonants and one vowel sound. So your structure goes something like, you have a structure. I will only write STY because it is difficult to write like this. I don't have any pen or a smart board. It's only I'm using my finger and holding one side of laptop and writing everything. My laptop, in fact, doesn't support, uh, a digital pen. Okay, so structure here we have, it is C, a consonant, and then you have another C, another consonant, and then you have a vowel sound. Okay, so this structure has two consonants. If I write it here, if I mathematically write it, it is 2C plus plus one vowel, one vowel. So this structure has. The same is true to fry. Its first sound is f, its second is r, and then the third one is I, r, I, which becomes fry, and again it has at least one vowel sound. Okay, so it again clarifies your concept. Now you will not it will not become clear unless you learn these sounds. Okay, and therefore I'm taking you to the chart where there are different sounds. And don't worry if you want to see that blackboard where I worked. I will share the video with you. Uploading it. You can also find them on my YouTube page, and you can watch them as many times as you can. Okay. But I'll love each one of you to understand each and every sound in the same way as you understood cat or other words, okay, which I explained it to you. Just take a little interest and things are easy for you. Now I will only go this table one time. This I have already defined, that what is a consonant and what is a vowel. Okay, consonant is when you want to pronounce it. First of all, there is a stop in your mouth. You can't say it unless you open your mouth. Okay, unless you release your uh, mouth air. Whereas vowels do not have any obstruction. Without any stoppage, vowels can be easily said. For example, if you want to say p, first of all, you join your lips together, and if you don't open your lips, it won't go. But for E, your lips are already open. Okay. So that was a very straightforward and little definition of a vowel without any obstruction and a consonant with obstruction. Now I will pronounce each one of them. You can see my little cursor here, which will help you to tell where I am. I'm going to start with consonants. First sound, first phoneme is p as in pen. Second is b as in bed. Third, t as in tea. D as in did. K as in cat. G as in get. ch as in chain, j as in jam, as in fall, v as in van, th, th as in sin, d as in this, s as in see, z as in zoo, sh as in shoe, zh as in vision, as in hat, as in man, as in now, as in sing, as in leg, as in red, y as in yes, woo, woo as in wet. And then you have, when you see these, now you have vowels and diphthongs. And vowel sound, when a vowel sound has these two dots after it, it is considered a long vowel. And without these dots, it is considered a short vowel. First sound is E as in see. Second is E as in happy. This is short vowel. E as in sit. E as in ten. A as in cat. A as in father. A is a long vowel. Again, you see two dots, a colon type symbol. Oh as in got. O as in so. U as in put. U as in actual. And here lies the sound actual. This one, this sound. And oo as in two. Ah as in cup. As in fur. A, a as in about. And now these are diphthongs. The first one is A as in say, O as in go, excuse me, Ua as in pure, and then you have I as in my, and this is the sound I explained to you on blackboard, and then Oi as in boy, and Ao as in now, and ear as in near, and ear as in here. So this was all uh, about IPA chart. You can replay the video as many times as you want, and you can learn these sounds. After that, what exactly you're going to do? You will do a part yourself, and in order to do that, what exactly you will do? You will write uh, give pronunciations of the following words with the help of pronunciation key in your dictionary. You will open your dictionary, and if you don't have a dictionary, you can Google a word, or you can find a dictionary over there and enter this word: patriot, sacrifice, identity, strengthen, instances, foreign, and concerns. And then you will write their transcription. Let me go back to my blackboard, and here you see on the blackboard when I wrote, for example, if I write the transcription of cat, it will go something like that: transcription of cat, transcription. Okay, let me go down slightly. Transcription of cat, it will be k, a, and and then you will have t, and then two slanting bars. So this is cat, and if I'm not wrong, if the stress is here, you will find a small raised bar above curve, and this small bar here, this one, let me draw an arrow. This one is a symbol of stress. And what is stress? I'll explain it shortly. This is stress. And stress is how prominently you say it. For example, cat. Now the first word curve sound or curve phoneme is pronounced slightly louder. Okay, that will be stressed, will be a kind of loudness here. Cat. And in the same way as I have written the transcription of cat, you will write down the transcription of these words, the words which have been given to you from patriot to concerns. And your words after the transcription will look like this one here. Okay. What exactly you will do? Let me take you to the whiteboard, and you will in your notebooks, let me insert a table of three. You will give the heading number, and the second one will be word, and the third one will be transcription. Transcription. Okay. And here you will write down your first word. For example, if it is patriot, we are okay. And then here you will write its transcription after looking the word into the dictionary. And then it will go in the same way. Okay. You will note down all the words. Okay. I hope it makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It makes sense. It should make sense now. Okay. Because we have dwelled on this idea comfortably for a long time. Okay. So we were here. Okay. And your words will be written. Transcription is this thing, which is this kind of bars or backspace, what you call it, backslash, and it will be written in between two backslashes. Let's go to the next page and see what we have here. This will be covered tomorrow. Why? Because it's again a big task, and we will see different aspects. Okay, today I would like you, before you go ahead, to get an idea. Uh, I have not yet started teaching you punctuation, and therefore I can't give you a task on punctuation. Okay? I can simply ask you to, the time which is left here, you can go to the table again. You have computers, internet, and you can quickly make a table if you are using a computer in your computer. Otherwise, you can use your text, and you can then write down the transcription in your notebook. You can copy paste it from Google, but what you will not learn is when you go through it in Google or personal dictionary and write it with your own hand, as I did in Paint. It will better understand you. It will make you understand it better. Okay. I would not like you just to do all the things in a robotic way. try to do it with your hands. And let me tell you, hand learning is perhaps one of the best ways to master a skill. Okay. Uh, Go ahead. I can tell you how you will search this word. For example, first one is patriot. If you do not have a hand dictionary, open a browser and write there define first. Define helps you. Define tells your browser that you want the definition of the word, and maybe there the patriot, there are many movies which have the same name, or maybe there are many books whose title is patriot. So therefore define means that I want dictionary here, patriot. Okay, so once I patriot, and here I go, I enter it, and then dictionary. Look at here, here is a dictionary and the word is patriot. Okay.
Patriot.
Okay. Or it may be pronounced patriot. Both are correct. But first one is the British word. I think it's British.
Patriot.
Patriot. Now what exactly you will do? You can copy it like that, which I don't want you do. You can copy it, Control C. You can go back to your table. You can paste it here. V, and here you find your patriot written. But this is what I don't want you to do. What exactly I want you to do, that is something like that, that you have written patriot, and after that you draw your own slashes. You write the first symbol as P, the second symbol as A, the third symbol as T, pet, and then re, petri, and this one, and then ert, shua. This is called shua, this sound, shua, and then ter, and then afterwards you draw another backslash. Now after this it makes more sense to you. Then you just copy paste it, okay? So don't do it, and please go ahead now. And with the leftover 2 minutes time, you can do one word at least, and do it in your as your homework. Tomorrow you can send me the screenshots so that I may get an idea how better you have done. And 20 boys, 21 boys turned out, okay? You can do it now. Open your books and quickly do write down the transcription